Hi guys, how's it going? I'm Cassie Rasley. If you are new and this is your first time watching, put new down in the comments. I'd love to connect with you guys after this. Also, either way, make sure that you're following me. So just tap my nose and their box will come up and it will either say following or follow. So if it doesn't say following, click follow. That way you can see all of my videos going forward. And if you're watching on my business page, same thing. Make sure you like and follow so you can see everything in the future. Today, we are gonna do eyebrows. I've had a lot of you guys asking me about, and I've been helping you a lot with like your eyebrows, how to shape them, how to fill them, what's the right color. So we're gonna talk about it like in depth today. So I usually dye my eyebrows. I haven't dyed them for a while because this month my company has a sale on an eyebrow set. So I think it's kind of fun to be able to show the difference between, hi Karen, when you're popping on, say hi. Show the difference between like how amazing eyebrows are versus no eyebrows. So I kind of want to keep them undyed. But I'm going to quickly show you guys how I throw on, hi Lacey, my eyebrows, how I dye them, and then I'm going to wipe it back off. But we'll go there. So this is what I use, okay? I get this on Amazon, and I'll make sure, hi Brenda, that I will link this. I will make sure that I link this in the video when I'm done. If you're watching on my business page, I don't think I can see comments. Just if you do comment a question on my business page, I will come back and answer it. But if that's why I don't answer, that's why, because I can't see comments on that one. I can on my personal page though. So if you guys are watching my personal page, I can see those comments. Okay, so Reflect Oil, this is the actual dye, okay? And I'm using the color Natural Brown, okay? And then this comes with it. I think it's like $25, I believe. And I've had this for like 2 years. Actually, I can see comments. Hi, Chris. Oh, well, you're at the right place. She says, desperate to learn at age 50. Okay, so I just put like, let me put it in and I'll show you. Like, I'll just pour it. Like that much. It's not a whole ton, okay? A little goes a long way, okay? Then it also comes with the developer, okay? And I just pour like 10 or so drops in. Oops, that was really fast. And then this is the thing that it came with. Hi, Sarah. And I'm just gonna mix it all together. I might need to put more dye in there because I did way too much of the other. So this is what I find. So like right now that my eyes are, hi Trina, are super blonde, it's very hard for me to fill them in, okay? So I always feel like when they're dyed, freshly dyed, it's much, much easier to fill in. So that's one of the reasons I do this. The other reason is, so I'm just still mixing it all together. The other reason is it's so nice to be able to leave the house and just like slap on makeup really quick and not have to do your eyebrows. I kind of felt funny going around all day long today with no eyebrows because I didn't want to put them on since I was coming on here. It kind of felt funny, but also thank you for sharing, you guys. If you feel like you have a friend that could benefit from this, make sure you share it to your page or your friends. Okay, now that it's all mixed up, this is what it looks like. Okay. So I'm just gonna take, this part basically is just like filling in your regular eyebrows. I just take a brush and I fill them in. So let me pick a brush right here. Throw me some hearts if you have troubles, if this is gonna help you, if you have troubles with your eyebrows. Eyebrows also, like I know a lot of you guys have been saying to me, I feel like a clown, or I feel like it looks clownish when I draw them in. I can promise you I felt the exact same way. And I think number one, you're just used to not having those eyebrows there. And number two, it just takes practice. Okay, so I've just got this right here, and I'm just gonna, just like I would fill in any of my other eyebrows. So I just kind of sweep it across. I don't mind if the skin underneath gets dyed, but I also try to lightly do it so that it doesn't touch the skin. But it's really not a big deal if the skin does get dyed, okay? Yeah? What, babe?
Can we go here?
What is it?
Here. It's over.
Was it a water park?
No,
Okay, so see how I'm doing that?
no, it was a white.
Ooh, fun, yeah.
Can we go there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now?
No.
Why?
Right now I'm going live.
When you're done telling me?
Maybe. Let's talk about it when I'm done, okay? So I'm just trying to get it over my brows. See that? Thank you for sharing, guys. Okay. So, and the other thing that you can do is I've got like some Q-tips right here. And I just like to take it. The one part I don't want my skin to be dyed is right there. Okay? And so I just kind of go up and around just like that, getting all the hairs. And then you can even take like a spoolie like this. This is just an old mascara wand. So I cleaned it off and I use it for this. So I just like so, just kind of brush them up and through like that to make sure it gets all of the little hairs, okay? So I do the same thing on the other side. I don't really need to do the other side, but you guys get it, right? That's what it looks like. Maybe I don't know. No, I don't need to do the other side. So you get how it works. And it's just practice. Like I said, it's, you do it a couple of times. I only need to do this. Are you okay? I only need to do this like once every 6 weeks or so. And I leave it on for like between 10 and 20 minutes. And then I literally just take, I don't have it with me here, but this will work too. But I just take like a baby wipe and I just pull it off like that. Okay. And then it will look so much better. And then, so yeah, so that's just on Amazon. And like I said, I will totally put the link in the comments for that, okay? So that's how I dye my brows, okay? The next portion to it is mapping your brows. And there's kind of a science to it, you could say. So first thing you're going to want to take is a white eyeliner, okay? Or I don't know what else you could use, but a white eyeliner is fine.
What's that on the door?
I don't know. Okay, a white eyeliner and like a makeup brush of some kind. Okay? What is wrong? Are you okay? Go get a drink from downstairs. Okay. So, right here, you're going to lay it aside your nose and straight up. Okay? And then you're going to take your white eyeliner and you're going to mark it. Just like that, okay? And that's where, it probably needs to come over just a little bit, but that's where you need to pluck all before that. It needs to come over a little bit more because that brush was fat. Okay, same thing with your tail, okay? Lay your makeup brush aside your nose and then to your eye right here, and where it ends is where your tail needs to end. Just like that, okay? And then with your arch, you're going to look straight ahead and the makeup brush is going to go right through your pupil, okay? Okay, if it seems like I'm trying to make sure I look at both of you guys. I'm live in 2 places. Okay, so that's about where the arch should go. And then you're going to pluck everything. Let me tell you one trick. If you have hooded eyes,
Water's not working.
go have Can you have Carver help you?
Why?
Hang on one sec, you guys. You need a drink? Carver, can you help him? Hey, Anthony, help him get a drink, please. He needs a drink really bad. Okay, sorry. Okay, so if you have hooded eyes, hi Jacqueline, like I do, one thing that I have done is I always pluck underneath my eyes, my eyebrow. And so is what that's gonna do is it's gonna force your eyebrows to be higher, which is gonna give you more lid space. I think it's great probably for anybody, but especially if you have hooded eyes. So when I've ever tweezed, I've always tweezed underneath, like I said, to push it up. Hi Janelle. And I also clean up a little bit up here, but I mostly tweeze underneath, okay? And it just pushes everything up. The other thing that I've done, when I don't know if you guys, like years ago when like super thin eyebrows were the thing, I was a victim of overplucking. And so forever my eyebrows would not grow back in, right? Do you guys have eyebrows that won't grow back in? We have an eyelash growth serum that you can put on your eyelashes, and I've been putting it on my eyebrows, and it's hard to see because they are blonde, but there are hairs there. They finally did start growing back. Anyway, so that can also help too. Like even like if you have like your tail that won't grow, which is I think very common, you can just put that lash growth serum right there on your tail and it will help. Okay. So back to the mapping. So basically how that is right there is exactly, we're going to pluck there, and then right underneath to, what is wrong? Do you have something in your mouth? Does your throat hurt?
Yeah.
Does it? Come here. You want to sit right here with me? Yeah? Hi, Sarah. He's going to sit here with me. He doesn't feel very good. You want to play your iPad while I'm doing this? Okay. Okay, so they say that when you map your eyebrows like this, it's blurry. I'm sorry, Michaela. Is it blurry for anybody else? That's like the perfect shape for your face shape. Okay, here, let's turn that down.
Well, not all the way down.
I know, not all the way down. So here's another trick, okay? Before we start plucking, we're gonna fill in
Stop talking so loud.
our eyebrows. I
Stop
have
talking
to.
so loud.
Why don't you go over there and sit down since you don't want me to talk loud? Or up on the bed. You wanna sit up on the bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a trick that I just learned. Fill in your eyebrows before you start plucking. It's gonna help so that you don't overpluck, okay? So depending on what your preference is, you obviously have like a pen or an eyebrow pen, pencil, or powder. These are the two that we offer. I like them both. I like this for a more natural look, and I like this one if I'm doing it getting all dolled up. But I also like this one because we have like two different colors, so you can kind of make your own color. So I'm just gonna hurry and fill in with this one because it's quick. But let me show you a trick, okay? So when you're filling in, take a spoolie and push all the eyebrow hairs up and then draw a line at the very bottom, like so. Just like that. And if you have like no eyebrow hairs, one thing that I would recommend is making sure that you use a really small tipped device. So like this, see how small this tip is? Or like these brushes right here. See how, I mean, that brush tip is so small. And so when you fill in your eyebrows, you can actually mimic the eyebrow hairs. Yeah, come here. You can actually mimic the eyebrow hairs so it doesn't look so fake. So one along the bottom. Thank you for sharing, guys. And then along the top also. Also, if you're wondering what color to pick, you always want to try to match like your root color. And for some reason, an ashy color looks best. Okay, so see bottom and top, and then the tail. Same thing, just kind of the bottom and the top, and then just kind of like little flicks to fill it in. And it's not going to come perfect the first time. It doesn't even, hi Elise, doesn't even come perfect the second or third, or, you know, it takes time. I still struggle. So you can see right here, I kind of want to take that arch up just a little bit more so it hits that white spot. See that? And then, okay, Jacqueline. And then for the front of your brows, I kind of just like to do flicks straight up. All right, you're just gonna have to wait a second. I'm almost done, okay? It'll be okay until then. I tell you, he'll leave me alone all day long until I get on here. Okay, so see that? So now we pluck or tweeze. So you're gonna take your tweezers and anything that you need to, and also this will be the tweezing portion of it after you dye, because all of those, after you dye the hair, all of those little hairs will be darker now and will be easier to see. So you pluck anything underneath. Again, you kind of want to push those eyebrow hairs up. And you pluck you can't see my eyebrows right here, but I have a lot of eyebrow hairs right there. You just kind of pluck and watch. Do not over pluck. You do a little at a time and then go back. Even like pluck, take a break and come back to it. Okay? So same thing with right here. If this is the first time you're doing it, you're going to have a lot to pluck. But if you do it every so often like I do, you just have to do cleaning up. But so see, I'm going to pluck all those eyebrows. You can kind of see that I'm getting them. And then above too. If you have a lot of shaping to do, and this is your very first time doing it, and you're kind of scared, or you try it and you just can't quite get the shape right, I would recommend maybe going to like a professional salon and getting it done. Ulta's Brow Bar, I heard, is a really good place. Don't just go to any salon and have it waxed. Sometimes that'll screw your brows up more than you can even do it. But if you go to a professional salon that knows what they're doing, and they map it out like this, that's easier to do and then to maintain than it is to get it all done the first time. But try this and see if you can do it. But see the difference? The other thing, my eyebrow hairs get really long, and I think it might be due to the lash growth serum. So one thing that you can do is push those eyebrows up. See how long? See that? So you take your cuticle scissors, like this, right here. This is going to be hard to do. Let's see. Let's bring this mirror right here. Does it get in the way? Okay. Cuticle scissors, and they're curved.
Mom,
are you done?
Look at this.
That's cool.
Can we do it?
Yeah.
Can we do jumps?
Yeah. And then I'm going to just kind of turn it and cut. See how I did that? Again, be really careful here, because I have been like just way too much. I've left a bald spot before, so you got to be careful. And especially like right here. Like I hate to do this right here because my eyebrows are more sparse right here. But they get so dang long. And almost all of these, I don't know about you guys, if you have most of these products at your house, put a heart below. If you need to go shopping, put a thumbs down below. For me, I had all of these products even before like I started doing all this, just already at my house. But see, like that's so much more cleaned up now. Let me show you how to do this brow with the powder and the brush. instead of the pencil. Let me show you the difference. Tell me what questions I have not addressed so far. Drop them in the comments and let me know. Okay, but so for this now, for this right here, I'm going to do the light colored first. This is the blonde palette that I'm working with, and I'm going to do the same technique. I wanted to make this really fast tonight because I don't know about you guys, but Sunday night is like my night for shows. Shameless came back last week, so I'm super excited about that. Fear is back. Fear the Walking Dead. Okay, so on the top. I love Fear the Walking Dead. So, bottom and top, what?
I can't hear this.
All right, bring it over to me and I'll turn it up.
Mama, there's poop.
It's all right, come here for a minute. And then I like to take the darker.
This come to me.
Hang on. I really can't keep doing this. Okay, and then I like to take the darker part of it for my tail. And you can kind of, when you do it often enough, you kind of know where all of those 3 points need to go. Okay, so Sharon asks, would you use a powder or a pencil if you hardly have any? So Sharon, it's funny that you asked that because I feel like I keep hearing different, I actually even asked this question in my team page yesterday because I wanted to find out. I keep hearing different stories. I hear powder is good for some, pencil is good for others if you have sparse eyebrows. And the consensus was like split down the middle, almost 50-50. So I think it just kind of depends. I think you need to practice. The one good thing about, like, for us is we have 100% guarantee. So, like, if you get the pencil and you don't like it, you can return it and get the palette. But my recommendation would be, if you're just starting out with your eyebrows, hi Tristan, to get the pencil first, because the pencil in the end is going to look more natural. And with the pencil, and you can actually do it with both, you really need to try both, honestly. You could even try, like, if you didn't want to purchase anything right now and just wanted to try, almost everybody has brown eyeshadow, right? So just get your brown eyeshadow and a brush like this and try it and see. But I do think that it's just, it's personal preference from what I know I can hear him. It's personal preference from what I'm finding. The one thing I do like about this is you can totally mimic those strokes so that it looks like hair, right? I did not have very much hair right there, and I totally made it look like I did. With the powder, I feel like maybe it's more so like you're coloring the brows. I don't know. I would try both and see what you like best. But with this one too, you can do like the brows. You can mimic the brow hairs. But I'm sure I just confused you so much more, Sharon. I'm sorry. I really did. I was hoping there was going to be like a definite clear cut, for sparse brows, it's the pencil. But they were all over the place. So, and then the same thing here, you just fill in. So once you do the top and the bottom, you can just fill in. Also with this one specifically, if you take the powder and go like this, the line all the way like that, hi Dee, and then clean your brush off. Take a clean brush and just use that powder that's right there and flick it up. That will kind of give you a more natural look too, if that makes sense. But this is where right here and right here is where I gave myself a bald spot with these scissors right here. I wonder if it's because I'm live on 2 pages. Ryan, I'm live here on the iPad and then here on my, are you guys on this one right here? Does it look blurry? hop over to my business page on this page, you guys. Go to my business page. It seems like that one's better. Beauty by Cassie. I'm sorry, you guys. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Anyways, well, we're almost done. So, and then you can also, after you're all done, like we are here, take your spoolie and go like this. And just kind of brush through it, and it will give more of a natural look. I kind of brushed too much, but it will give you more of a natural look. My biggest advice, especially if you're just starting out and you're not used to doing your brows, is to start out slow. Because if you do them and you go too dark, you'll hate it and you'll never want to do them again. Okay. Let's see. What other questions do we have? Anything else, you guys? And then after that, I would just wipe this away. I'm trying to think. Did I get everything that I wanted to say? But make sure you fill in your brows first before you try to pluck them. That really is important. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Okay. Now that we talked about how to fill in your brows and whatnot, I have a special going with this palette, actually. This palette, this brush, an eyeliner, and our Epic Mascara. It's all 30% off, you guys. And so let me know if you want help, or even if you just want to get like the brow pencil. This is only like 19 bucks, so it's not bad. But if you have any questions, I'm happy to help out. I was helping a lot of the girls out one-on-one. If you have questions that you just want to talk to me about, we can do it one-on-one and work through it. I'm happy to help. Okay, you guys, like I said, leave your comments below if I didn't get to anything. Thanks for watching. Mwah. I'm sorry this one was so blurry. Maybe this is not a good idea to go live in two places. Okay, guys. Mwah. Bye.